It's a big day ahead for President Obama as he gets ready to unveil his final proposal for health care reform today. In a letter to congressional leaders, the president said that he was open to several Republican ideas: undercover investigations of health care providers who are getting federal money, expansion of health savings accounts, providing more grant money to study alternatives to medical malpractice lawsuits, and raising doctor reimbursement for Medicare. In the meantime, the gridlock has been broken on another issue, a spending bill. The Senate finally passed it last night after it had been blocked for days by Kentucky Republican Jim Bunning and forced about 2,000 federal employees into furloughs. Joining us to talk more about this is Bob Schieffer, CBS chief Washington correspondent and, of course, host of Face the Nation. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Maggie.
Let's talk quickly about that development overnight. The Senate finally extending these jobless benefits after this one senator had held it up for days. Isn't this just another example of why it takes so long to get things done in Congress?
Well, I think it's another example, Maggie, of why there is so much anger and disillusionment out in the country about Congress and the Senate and about its inability to get anything done. What you have here is Senator Bunning, who claimed he was doing this because he was trying to get the Senate to go along with the Republican principle, and that is pay for things before they approve them. But this was emergency legislation. The backstory here is Senator Bunning is in a feud with the Republican leader in the Senate, Mitch McConnell.
Right.
He wanted McConnell and Republicans to support him in a bid for re-election. They did not do that, and he's been seething. And so while the Republicans were trying to move on, Republicans were ready to vote for this, he puts a hold on it, and it takes 3 or 4 days to get it done. I mean,
yeah.
It's unconscionable what has happened here. Now the Senate is finally, as everyone knew they finally would, they finally got this done, and now they can go on to other things. But this is
like
about
healthcare.
politics. It is not. It was not about anything of substance.
That is infuriating. And now they can move on to things like healthcare, and President Obama is going to be unveiling his final plan later. It seems, Bob, by incorporating these 4 Republican ideas that he's reaching out, but the Republicans say that these are not real concessions. Who's right here?
What the president is trying to do here is to be able to say to the country, listen, I've reached out, I did everything I could possibly do to get Republican support, and they just wouldn't go along with it. And now he will try to pass health care on a straight party line vote. That's going to be very complicated. I think at this point he really doesn't have the votes to get that done, but he's trying to set himself up in a position that if this fails, he can say it's the fault of the Republicans, I did everything I could.
Right. They can't say anymore that he didn't try to reach out. Bob Schieffer, thank you so much, Bob. And of course, you can always check out Bob, and you should, every Sunday on Face the Nation right here on CBS.